Hello and welcome to the Bayfield Revolution podcast. I'm joined by Chumpy and JT as usual. Chumpy is under lockdown right now, yet again. So,
I'm
how's
not
the
under
experience
lockdown
again?
right now. It hasn't started yet. ऐसा मत बोल अभी
Oh,
बाहर जा रहा हूँ पकड़ के. Oh, Jerry looking cute as ever.
ओए 1 महीने का लॉकडाउन स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ है, मुझे लगा स्टार्ट हो गया तुम्हारा
नहीं भाई,
लॉकडाउन.
दो दिन में भाई ने 4 दिन दिया है. स्पेंड करना है कर लो. उसके बाद
okay. So, we are here to recap our game week 7 of the Premier League, starting with Wolves versus Crystal Palace match. A very, very clean performance by the Wolves team, 2-0 victory.
very clean performance, and a lot of players who chose intelligently for their fantasy Premier League sides gained a lot of points. Namely Pedro Neto and Danny Podence, and Connor Cody.
And Kilman.
And Clement. Yeah, so यार वो alt नूरी तो पता ही नहीं था alt नूरी कौन है suddenly आके shit यार.
He's French, na? 17-year-old.
17-year-old French, and that's the scary part about Wolves, man. We keep talking about them having a system, but they can pretty much put anyone in that system and it seems to work. Like even if they lose, there is a method to their loss. Like it's phenomenal. I think Wolves are going to probably outdo their previous performances. Fingers crossed. JD, Wolves will not finish in the top 6, huh?
Brilliant performance. Yeah, very strong performance. They were dominant throughout the match. They gave no chance to Crystal Palace at all. Wonderful performance, just brilliant. They look to be one of the sides that will definitely prove me wrong and finish in the top 6.
अब चेंज कर दिया. नहीं you'll be held to that original prediction.
वो तो एंड में होगा ही.
गेम वीक 38 में बोलेंगे.
याद है? That makes no sense. Fantastic. But वो लोग इतना बिएल्सा के बारे में बोलते हैं कि he's a genius. Definitely true. But नूनो को उतना क्रेडिट नहीं दिया जाता. मतलब he's done the same, right? He's bought a club from the championship and it's phenomenal. It's amazing as to how they have developed into a top table Premier League club.
Or Jimenez, yeah, you have to applaud his consistency. हर match में he's extremely consistent. उसका work rate, उसकी finishing is just brilliant.
I think best
Every
number
match he performs. He performs every single match. You don't see his performance go down any match.
Next match is City versus Sheffield United. As you were right, Chumpy. Like even though they are not playing well, they're still winning. They're still able to win the match.
Did I hear that right? या फिर ये Zoom का कुछ issue है कि you were right. that is the biggest achievement of my life. बाकी सबको dwarf कर दिया. Thank you. But I think both of us were right, Tibu. JT said lots of goals and we reminded him it's going to be either a 1-0 or a 2-1. So I think both of us were right. But City have found a way to win ugly, and that is dangerous. All championship winning sides have that quality, and City has somehow found it. And I think they also are a team where fringe players come in and play really well. I think Ferran Torres has made a big difference, and he's playing really well in that false nine role or that centre forward role for someone who's never played that before. Very solid defensively as well. That's the third clean sheet in a row, or second clean sheet in a row in the Premier League. So and Ruben Diaz looks like a good player now. So he's getting it. He's getting it together. He's a brilliant manager. He was always going to figure it out. But like I think City playing like this is scary for Liverpool. And we've got a treat on our hands next week. But good victory. Very, very good victory.
Definitely a good victory. City ka center back pairing. It's finally clicking. Laporte and Ruben Diaz. They're finally playing well. Kyle Walker is playing well. He's having really good performances at the right back. Cancelo is having good performances on the other wing back. So defensively, they are definitely playing really well. But Pep, I Pep, you know that he's going to shuffle the pairing, and then they might just lose the consistency that they have. But right now they're really performing well. They have a couple of forwards injured. Once they come back, they're going to start scoring goals again.
But what really disappointed with Sheffield United this season? I mean, I think they're a margin team. Last season भी वो लोग उतना कुछ खास नहीं खेले. मतलब they're very solid, very compact, and they used to win those games 1-0, 2-1. It's going against them now. They haven't won a game in the Premier League this season. It's scary.
और उनका हमेशा यार वो अटैक हमेशा प्रॉब्लम इस सीजन throughout has always been a problem for them और अभी भी they have not sorted it out. They expected Ryan Brewster to solve their attacking woes, but then it's just not happening for them.
They're never set up as a team that attacks, right? So if you can put any personnel in there, like football has become a systems, unfortunately. If you don't have the right system, you're not going to get the best of your players. But yeah, scary City.
You know, there is a stat. Sheffield has scored like 3 goals, and Kurt Zuma has scored 3 goals this season. And the next match is Chelsea versus Burnley. Zuma scored like a thunder header in the match yet again, and second half was like really, really good by them. Second half, the 4-3-3 actually worked.
And yeah, I think it really worked. But let's watch a couple of games or maybe 3 to 4 games to see if it's sustainable. Because United Champions League में एक diamond क्या खेल लिया और बस सब पागल हो गए और पिट गए. So let's fingers crossed. I think what worked is something that TVU said. What worked was if you play Mount in the right position, and
Mount had a really good game.
And if you free up Werner by playing Abraham, because Werner Leipzig में भी अकेला, he was never the center forward. Yusuf Poulsen या फिर Pavel Schick, someone used to be there and he used to play along the periphery and he used to drift as he wanted to. You saw the amount of freedom that he got. And Hakim Ziyech, I think बहुत amazing player है, and if he can be used this way, we're in for a treat. अभी suddenly Chelsea का वो stock rise हो गया, सब बोल रहे genuine title contenders, but ज़्यादा खुश नहीं होना है. I want to see this play out in 3 to 4
But
days.
the best part is the clean sheets. Like
Exactly.
4 or 5 clean sheets in a row.
Exactly.
Edward Mendy has not considered goal in Premier League.
सोच यार 2-3 साल पहले
चेंज ऑफ
आगे पॉइंट
फॉर्चून
था.
और पर यार जैसे चंपी बोला चेल्सी का परफॉर्मेंसेस वील हैव टू वेट एंड वॉच बिकॉज़ नेक्स्ट 2 मैचेस they'll probably be good, but uske baad they have a tough set of fixtures coming up from starting with Spurs and in the end of November or till starting of probably Feb. So they have very tough fixtures coming up for the at least next couple of months. Pura festive period, they have extremely tough fixtures. So us period mein we'll have to see how does the team perform. Frank kaise manage karta hai. Uske baad we'll probably get a good insight into.
But there's a lot of natural balance in the team, right? With Ben Chilwell, वो उसका first touch इतना अच्छा है यार. I think he can grow into a club legend if Lampard deals with him right. He's very, very talented. It's Reece James was very good, very, very good. इतना natural balance है, and then you're playing Ziyech, who's an inverted winger, Werner, who's an inverted winger, and you've got the 2 fullbacks flanking them, who are naturally left-footed, naturally right-footed. It seems wonderful. Hopefully he's found the formula. और ओले जैसा नहीं है कि diamond. बस कुछ भी कर लो diamond. But we'll come to that. But good performance, Chelsea. Very good performance.
Next match is Liverpool versus West Ham. And again, you were right. Like Jota ended up being the trump card for Klopp.
And Shaqiri, that
through ball.
Oh. वो मेसी कभी-कभी मेसी लगता है, पता है, मतलब थोड़ा सा
मोटा है. The whole West Ham defense just stood there watching the ball.
What a ball, yeah.
And Jota could have scored 2. I think there was I don't think Mane needed to do that, get into that challenge. वो वैसे ही defender ने ball वो कर दिया था and he scored. But regardless, I think Liverpool, like City, and they did it last season as well. They're winning dirty. They're sitting top of the table, 3 points, already 3 points clear, right? 3 or 2 points clear, whatever it is.
2 points clear.
2 points clear, yeah. And they're looking really good.
1 point clear, 1 point clear.
1 point clear. And they're looking really, really good. Even at the back, they weren't rattled per se. Like West Ham have been playing really well. They didn't put up a huge amount of attacking fight, but they're winning ugly, and that's what I hate about teams that win ugly, because that's the sign that it's sustainable. You can't always win 5-0, 6-0. All of them are putting in a shift.
Or it's also next game week we'll probably be discussing it after this, but Liverpool versus City. If Liverpool end up winning that match, unke aur City ke beech mein there will be a 5-point gap. I think that might very well be end of the title challenge for City.
Yeah, I mean, even early on, like these 5 point leads, and there's so much pressure. Like but it'll be exciting to see next week. I think it's the biggest game now in the world. I don't. It's beaten the El Clasico, I think, because the Clasico just doesn't have that charm. So this is the new greatest game to look forward to. So it'll be fantastic, and we'll probably have a reaction video coming out of it. So more content for us.
Okay, the next match is you want to talk about it like Southampton versus Aston Villa. Ended up 4-3, but Southampton actually dominated the match.
Absolutely,
Aston Villa came back very, very late.
absolutely, and they might be a surprise addition to the top six, and we didn't even talk about them. But after losing 9-0 to Leicester, remember that night at home? These coaches don't get enough credit. But Hassan Odell has to be like I'm in awe. Like the way he's playing football, the ideology he has at the club, and how he has rejuvenated some of the club legends like James Ward-Prowse, who is the most underrated player in the Premier League.
He has the best conversion rate in the league.
Absolutely. और जो 2 free kick लिए थे,
Unbelievable free kicks. Yeah.
Prime David Beckham.
but phenomenal. I think Southampton dark horses. Villa were lucky to get the 3 goals. To be quite honest, they didn't deserve to be 4-3 losers. Like they deserve to be 6-1 or something of that sort. But having said that, Jack Grealish looks a player apart. Like he doesn't seem to be a part of that Aston Villa team. He's too good. But Southampton, yeah, like just falling in love with the way they play football.
Next is, which was perhaps the biggest game of the game week, but ended up like a very, very boring match.
Oh.
United versus Arsenal. Like, I actually slept in the match while the match was going on. So
Yeah, such a horrible performance by United. Uh, चंपी जैसे बोला था, चैंपियंस लीग में they are able to get the results, but Premier League में they are performing horribly. और Ole के पास, he's not sticking to a particular system. He's tried back three, he's played back four against Chelsea, he's played diamond, and then he played diamond again against Arsenal. So players एक system follow नहीं कर पा रहे, उसके वजह से they just don't know what to do. उसके बाद he has so many players and he's trying to play them all. तो समझ ही नहीं आ रहा कि क्या चाहता क्या है ओले. And Arsenal did not play that well, but United was so bad that they did have to play well.
Arsenal fans को मत बोल भाई, वो तो उनको orgasm आ रहा है. It's their first away win in a top 6 club in the last 26 attempts. तो मतलब I agree JT. I think ओले पता है कैसा है कि अगर उसका एक सिस्टम काम कर रहा है ना, तो वो उसको फिर से ट्राई करता है, but he changes the personnel. So Donny van der Beek, who was so important in that diamond he played against Leipzig, उसको हटा के Scott McTominay played on the right of a diamond. Like and Fred played on the base of a diamond, Pogba on the left. I mean, तू सोच सकता है, like you're playing a narrow diamond and your wing backs or your full backs are the shittiest going forward. वो Gary Neville ने भी बोला है कि Van Bissaka is not the greatest going forward. Luke Shaw is decent going forward, but he's not the. तो मतलब Arsenal had a field day. Willian was looking like Ronaldinho, like cutting past people. Like it was ridiculous. Like Ole, I don't think he's here for the long term, and I don't think he has the tactical nous to do anything with this United team. And Carl Pochettino I think he was in the studio for the Leeds Leicester game, and they asked him this question, and maybe I think with the players that they've got, even Pochettino.
They are saying that he was there for the interview, like the job interview.
But pathetic, United, pathetic. Like, and this is going to continue. They're going to play well in the Champions League because they will have teams that will press them, give them a lot of space. Ek through ball, Rashford will run to it. But in the Premier League, it's not going to be the case. They're going to struggle really bad, really bad.
और I don't understand, ये लोग 4 साल से try कर रहे हैं Pogba को unlock करने का. They've still not found a way. They've bought players worth millions, but they still don't know how to get the best out of Pogba. They're still trying to do that.
He has conceded more penalties than he has made key passes this season.
It's ridiculous.
He overhyped. Like I think right from the start, he was built up to be more than he actually is. Like in that French midfield that won the World Cup, अगर मैं भी खेलता ना, मैं जीत जाता World Cup. सच बता रहा हूँ. वो क्या midfield था वो. And Conte ran the show. अगर Pogba को चलाना है ना तो Conte ले आओ, मैकेलेली को रिटायरमेंट से ले आओ, माइकल एसियन को ले आओ, फिर शायद चलेगा. बट मैंने ऐसा मैंने कभी भी नहीं देखा कि 5 साल से एक प्लेयर को तुम उसको रिलीज क्या एक टर्म यूज करते हैं, एक्टिवेट या कुछ ऐसे करके.
Unlock.
Unlock the potential. उसका potential unlock हो ही नहीं रहा है.
उसके potential चल ही जा रहा है. But yeah, I think that was. But kudos to Arteta. And Thomas Partey already looks like the signing of the season. Kudos to Arteta. उसका एक style है. वो खराब हो, अच्छा हो, he sticks to it. If they lose, he learns from it. If they win, they again learn from it. So he's doing something right. Ole नहीं चलेगा भाई.
यही बात होता है ना कि Arteta after 39 matches, you could see like what he's trying to do.
Exactly.
For Ole, after 100 matches, nobody has any idea.
An interesting stat, he's actually won more games than Ferguson did in his first 100 games. But Ole के first 30 games में 22 wins थे. याद है जब मोरिनियो ने इतना डिप्रेस कर दिया था सबको कि Ole आके suddenly लगा कि Ole genius है. But after that it's been catastrophic. मैंने क्या बोले यार, कुछ बोल नहीं सकते. But disappointed with United. I mean, United need to step up for football to be really exciting again. Like they've got 1 billion fans all over the world. Like we need a good United to criticize to feel good about beating United. मतलब आजकल तो United को हराने में कुछ मतलब there's no feel, right? Like it's almost like United को हराया है. It's ridiculous.
Next is Spurs versus Brighton. Gareth Bale scored the winner.
Ooh. I think it was like the shittiest game again. Like मतलब when Spurs play football, right? Like it makes no sense. मतलब इतना there's nothing going on in the game. Like it's the most boring. And when they lead, the game becomes so boring. 1-0 lead player, how can you sit back with the team that you've got? How can you sit back against Brighton with a 1-0 lead? I just don't get it. Like, lucky tha. Seriously, to be quite honest, Gareth Bale, the goal he scored was good work. Reguilon, good cross, good header. But the way they're playing football, I don't think he's going to win the league playing this or finish in the top 4. There needs to be some tweak somewhere. He's just dependent on Højbjerg to dominate the midfield. Højbjerg injured ho gaya, ye Spurs team gaya. He's the only one who gives some sort of control to this team. Otherwise, I think it was really bad performance. Like it's pathetic to watch Spurs play.
Or last 3 matches, yeah, Spurs started with the comeback of West Ham. Uske baad they narrowly won against Burnley. They could have very well drawn that match or even lost that match. एक goal line clearance किया था Kane Burnley के against. तो वो goal नहीं खाया, that was lucky. Or this performance, so Vinayak is right. They're just winning the match, but it might not be a win every single match. This way, they might end up losing or drawing matches going forward. और उनके भी बहुत tough fixtures start होने वाले हैं.
Exactly.
So,
और लोग इतना praise कर रहे हैं Harry Kane को for defending, for coming down to the half line, but I think that's the death of a striker. When a striker is doing that, you need to be worried for your striker, and one of the greatest strikers in the game right now. Mourinho needs to be worried, not applauding that the fact that he's doing a goal line clearance or he's in the midfield tackling people. That's not his job. He's an out-and-out goal scorer. Let him do it. It's like I just don't get it. Like,
but he's actually the second best passer in the league right now.
Agreed. But Harry Kane coming down to the midfield to make play for someone is bullshit, especially given the midfield options that Spurs has. I think definitely not sustainable. 1 point aega when he'll be really like he'll be angry at what he's having to do now. But having said that, Harry Kane has passing quality. He will somehow manage to find a way. But that's not the right system to play him in.
Okay, talking about system, the next match is Leicester versus Leeds. Leicester actually stopped Leeds without giving any space to them. That they gave no space at all.
Absolutely.
To Leeds.
And the weather played a big part. Like the weather played a big part. Like the kind of football that Leeds play.
Leicester had Christian Fuchs back.
Yeah, exactly.
So with Christian Fuchs back, they actually played that well, and they could have scored like 6-7 goals, not just 4.
They've won all away games this season, and they've beaten. I think they've beaten the game against Arsenal. It's the same thing that he did now. You can see his tactical tweak, right? they're not pressing anymore. They're sitting back and they're hitting on the counter because they know that the striker that they've got is the world's best when they counter attack. So they're using Vardy to the fullest potential possible. And he could have scored 5 goals, Vardy, yesterday. He was toying around with the defense. Like he was literally toying around. I think that was I think Leicester, again, one of those sides. They find a system and the players gel into that to bowl. Like Christian Fuchs. He played Christian Fuchs and he played so well and gave no space whatsoever. Having said that, I think Leeds played well. It's not that they didn't play badly. Their defense was shambolic. Got ripped apart on the night. They could have scored 3 to 4 goals. Pablo Hernandez का एक वो try देखना when he's a magician. He's brilliant. Leeds will keep getting chances, but they have to sort that defense out. I think the weather played a part too. Like a really slow pitch. It didn't suit Leeds at all.
Yeah, and as you said, Leeds ke defense, they had a really bad match. Koch made a horrible error for the Leicester's first goal, and after that, it was just on the Leicester goals.
Exactly.
So right now in the top 6, we have Liverpool, Leicester, Tottenham, Everton, Southampton, and Wolves. There is no City, there is no Chelsea, there is no United, and no Arsenal.
But if you see the difference between the top 4 and the
And the rest-
bottom 8, it's just 2 to 3 points. So it's wide open. It's wide open.
Okay, that's all, guys, for this game week. We'll do the predictions on Friday.
Yeah.
And
And don't forget to watch out 3rd minute. You will see a picture.
yeah,
And you need to tell us as to what the significance that is of that. The picture is Bablu is on the top of the leaderboard now with 20 points. He's got both right. And we've got a few others who are close second. So it's shaping up to be like as exciting as the Premier League. So do check and do comment.
and please do subscribe to our channel, guys. Okay, that's it.
Brilliant.
Bye bye, JT.